The response that I've had to my post about the incident 3 months ago when I was verbally and sexually abused by a friend has been phenomenal. And what has really saddened me has been the fact that there have been quite a few women have expressed that they too have had an incident happen to them. Um, and in fact, you know, sometimes a lot worse than what happened to me. Some of these incidences happened to them when they were kids, some as teens, some as adult women. And it's really horrendous to hear this. But what's really refreshing is that there has been a lot of male support and men recognizing that it is really horrendous, but not just recognizing it, speaking out to me that it is. I mean, that's something that there is a big issue with people coming forward and saying, yes, that is bad. You know, we need to stop this. And yes, hi everybody, I'm here and I'm saying it's bad. Because what I found is that there are some people who, like, while they might feel it's bad, they don't want to come and say, yes, me too. I find it's bad. It's terrible. And they want to call that person's name and say, hey, listen, you should not be behaving like this. And somebody made a good point on Facebook and said that, he hoped that the man who offended me, um, he hopes that his friends spoke out. Now, I don't know if in private his friends went up to him and said, yo, brother, like, seriously, you can't be doing that, right? But what I do know is that those people did not come out publicly and say that, right? There has been nobody from his group who has said, wow, Emma, that is just horrendous, or, publicly spoken out to people about it. And, they want to be loyal to their friend, is what I'm assuming. But the thing is that what you're doing when you do that is you're facilitating that kind of behavior. And now some of you might genuinely feel like that's not bad behavior. And if that's the case, then you need to go back to the drawing board, so to speak, and you need to figure out what you believe is the right behavior or not. And look at it a point of view. If somebody did it to your mother or your sister or your girl cousin or your wife, if you have one, or any female friend that's close to you, that how you would feel. And if you don't think that that's wrong, no matter who it happened to in that circle of your life, then there is something wrong with you, right? Now, if you feel that's wrong, it happened to one of those women, then pretend I'm one of those women. If you can't see, right, how that's the same thing, it is the same thing, right? It really is the same thing. And then if you can't see that, there's something wrong with you again, because you're basically saying that their lives and their feelings and their bodies have a priority over mine, right? And that's wrong, right? If it's a case where you believe that all of this is wrong and you feel you can't say it because of your job position, your social position, your status, whatever it is, and that's why you're not speaking out, I feel really sorry for you. Truly I do, because the bottom line is you are trapped in a world that you actually don't agree with. You're trapped in a world where you do not subscribe to those kind of morals, but you can't speak out. So in not speaking out, you are subscribing to those morals, which are basically not moral, by the way. But your insides, your how you feeling in your brain and your body, and like, how could you must be in torture, right? You must be, right? As for the person who did this, and all you men who do this, right? And by the way, there's some women who will abuse little children too, by the way, right? Sexually abuse, okay? You need to stop and think. If it is something that you cannot control, you need to get help. There are professionals out there. There are friends. There are people you can go to. Honestly, I mean, there are 7 billion people in this world, and there are a lot of professionals in amongst those 7 billion who can help you. You need to get help, because the bottom line is what you are doing, right? It is illegal, right? Aside from the fact that it's immoral, it's illegal. So one day the law is going to catch up on you, right? And then what are you going to do? Right? Because I cannot imagine that you're going to enjoy it too much. The embarrassment of getting locked up, or a lawsuit, or having a restraining order on you, or, I mean, just a plethora of different things, right? I cannot imagine that that is too desirable. So if you don't have any moral code, at the very least, realize that it's actually not legal to be abusing people, right? It's actually, human rights are like a part of our legal system. Like, so even if you are totally immoral, at the very least, like, follow the legal system, truly, right? Because I know, let me tell you something, I know that there are people who abuse who damn well know what the legal system is, right? They know the law. They're not idiots. They know, and they know that we know. Okay? That's all I'm saying. All right? So go and get that in check. All right? I beg you. And all the people that there surround you, that surround you, I hope that they're pushing you to get that in check too, honestly, because we need to make this a better place. Now, for all those people who are being abused, right? I hope that you can speak out. If you cannot speak out publicly on social media, I get it. But I hope that you can speak out to your parents, to your, best friends, to your other family members. I hope so. And if it is that you need to talk to somebody, a complete stranger, there are organizations who will help you. It's really easy to find. If you want that information, you can email me, right? Emma Dalton-Brown at gmail.com. EMMADALTON at gmail.com. I promise you that I will not disclose who you are. I will not disclose your email. I will not disclose any information, right? Or you can find me on Facebook, Emma Sharp Dalton Brown, right? And send me a private message there, because I really genuinely want to help you get through this. I am not a doctor. I am not a psychologist. I have no degree in that capacity, but I have experience, right? And I'm a human being. And I promise you that if there's a piece of information I can give you that will help you find the right person, or if it's just somebody to listen to, or if it's just somebody you want to write, to. The other thing that I'm looking to do is, if and when anybody has the courage where they want to be interviewed, we can work it so that we hide your face or distort your voice. If you want to be interviewed on social media and you want people to hear your story, or you want me to write about your story without saying your name, I can do that too. Because the bottom line is that we need to keep this going 365 days a year, 366 in a leap year. We cannot drop the ball on this. We have to keep this going, right? Because if we drop the ball, people will forget. Every day new things are happening in life. Every day there are new problems. Trust me, I get it. Everybody has their own issues. But this is a very real issue. This has been going on for hundreds of years, this kind of abuse. And it will continue to go on if we do not stop it, if we do not talk about it every day of life. And make it so the people who are abusing, they suddenly realize, wait a second, I am the pariah in this. I am the one who's offended in this. We need them to see that. We need them to stop in whatever means, whether it's coming from their moral being, whether it's coming from social embarrassment, whether it's coming from legal ramifications. I don't care, right? I really do not care why somebody stops, what the motivation is to stop them from abusing people, right? I really don't care. I just want them to stop. So any method possible, right, is good enough right now. Any method possible is good enough right now. So please, if you have a story to tell in any capacity at all, and you would like me to assist you, then please get in touch with me. And if it's not me, get in touch with somebody else, because all I care about is trying to empower you to speak out in some way.